Like how you grew up on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, from a little girl.
Yeah.
My father had all, you know what I mean, like everything that, you know, like ducks and geese and chickens and guineas and let me see what else. Goats, remember goats?
Yeah.
Nanny goat and billy goat, and let me see what else. Cows. I'm trying to think of what else. Big farm.
Tell me about your business.
Tell how you started the store.
Well, I'm trying to think now. Oh yeah, I had a friend that had a little delicatessen, and she was a lady, you know, not a man, a lady friend, and she used to work in there, and I used to go and, you know, just, you see, then I was race conscious. I would go in there instead of going to the white store to spend my money. And I got my inspiration from her because I used to watch her. She was in there working, you know, and I had a friend that was a spiritualist.
Yeah.
She said, I see you being there. That's what, otherwise maybe I wouldn't have went in, but after she told me that, I ventured into it. She said, I see you being very successful, and I see your business growing by leaps and bounds. And, you know, she was in trance telling me all this. I wanted to go see this woman I told you that was a little woman. Miss Guyton had a little delicatessen.
Yeah.
And I got my inspiration from that. And so I combed the city looking for a place to start a business. And it was hard. Then I couldn't find anywhere I'd go to be a business in the block, and I couldn't find nothing.
Yeah.
And finally one day, Robert come home from church, I think, or somewhere, and he told me, he said, you want a business now? He said, I saw a place with a sign on it for rent. That was 36 and Indiana Avenue.
Yeah.
And I got up early that Monday morning, and the men, a woman couldn't rent a place.
Yeah.
And unless the man, her husband, signed for it.
Yeah.
And I went down, I got up right that early morning, and I went down to this real estate office, and I had a reference where I lived, 4312 Langley. An old man named Mr. Bryant, Colonel Bryant. And they called him, he recommended me so high. I needed two references. When I got there, I was going to another friend that had a grocery store over on the west side somewhere.
Yeah.
And when I got there, they told me I didn't need no more reference. This man had recommended me so high until I didn't need no more reference. And so he rented to me, and he didn't see Robert for a long time because anytime I want anything, you know, like the place fixed up or anything, I'd have to go to see him, and Robert would tell me, well, you better go out, because they wouldn't pay him no attention.
Who?
Robert.
Yeah.
And I was the one because...
Isn't your name?
Yeah. And I'd have to go out and Dr. R.A. Williams it was, he was a millionaire. Dr. R.A. Williamson, he was my friend, you know. Then he had this Royal Circle Friend of the World. He was the head of that. Okay. And I joined and become a member. That's how, you saw the picture where I was crowned Queen of the Circle.
What'd you have in the store?
Well, it was a delicatessen to start off with, you know, like fruits and things. Had the window with fruits. I remember when I first decorated my window, it was a Y, you know, Y across the street, you know, YW, with all the girls.
Yeah.
And it was a lady, the head of it, Dr. Lawson's wife, Lula Lawson. She was my first customer. Yeah. When I put the lights on that evening, about 6 o'clock one evening, I put the lights on, and she saw it and come over, and I had oranges and apples, and, you know, they had the window, decorate the window. And she come over, and she was my first customer. And then from then on, all the girls, you know, come there every day and get the lunch, you know.
Yeah.
We lived in the back of the stove for 17 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And raised the kids. And it just grew to be a big place.
Oh, yeah. How big was it?
Well, see, I lived in the back,
Yeah.
and I had a little place in the front, at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then it grew, so I took the whole store, and I moved to the.
Other side, you rented out another place?
I lived in another place and had the whole corner for business.
Oh, so you moved out from the back and then used that?
And had the whole side. That's where.
Okay.
So, and I stayed there till, let me see, I'm trying to think. It seemed like I took sick or something, looked like Robin them say I wasn't able to work in it, and they got rid of it was like a child I'd lost. Because, I'm trying to think how that went there.
And what did you do after you lost the store?
Well, I bought this place.
Oh, you bought this apartment building here?
I bought this home, see.
Yeah.
And after I got my home, then
You just settled down?
I settled down at home.
Okay.
And,
Then that's when you started traveling?
yeah, that's what I said. Then afterward, I started traveling.
Well, some of your travels in, where'd you go?
Well, I went in '63, we went to Europe.
Oh, you did? What'd you see?
Well, I crossed London Bridge, and I saw what you call that,
Oh.
Eiffel Tower. Yeah, that's what, I got a picture standing under that, and I had a good history of my travel.
And where else did you go?
Uh-huh.
Where else did you go besides Europe?
We went to Spain, Madrid, Spain,
Mm-hmm.
and Lisbon, Portugal.
Portugal?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to Hawaii?
Yeah, been to Hawaii. Let me see. I'm trying to think. We was near the, what you call the Diamond Head.
Yeah.
We could see the Diamond Head.
Oh, you saw that?
From from our hotel, we could go up on the back and look over, and we could see the Diamond Head.
And when you came back, you started to a museum a little later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I used to save everything, you know what I mean? Save all pictures of everything, from way back.
Yeah.
It's a 50-year history back from when I was and I just start to combine it, hanging it up, just papers and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that'll be plenty.
Is that plenty? Can
Yeah.
you do anything with that?
Yeah, I can do a lot with that. Thank you.